go, folks. September to remember. Keeping it going now. And now we have an interesting matchup here. The Spoiler making his way to the ring. Another debut here in ETWA, but there's a story behind it. I overheard a conversation the Spoiler was having in the back. It seems as though the Spoiler has decided to try and garner the favor of ETWA Heavyweight Champion Sonny DeFarge and take out the man that ran him off at our last show at Derby Park. And this is going to be his way of finding his way perhaps at the right hand of the champion here by defeating this man, Jobz. The Spoiler, of course, Scott Holliday's favorite wrestler. And if he wants to gain favor from Sonny DeFarge, I guess this would be the way to do it. Like I said the last time we saw Jobz, he was coming to the aid of Mullet Man, while Sonny DeFarge and Preston Douglas were decimating his ankle. After they committed that heinous act, Jobz ran them off, saved Mullet Man from further annihilation. But Jobz has had his sights set on the champion ever since. Spoiler believes that taking Jobz out will put him in a good position with the champion. Time will have to tell. But Jobz has been on a hot streak as of late, so easier said than done, that's for sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next matchup is a single match scheduled for one fall. First up, to my left, weighing in 180 pounds, from parts unknown, the Spoiler. And his opponent, to my right, he hails from Coventry, North Rock. He's here to do work.
There you have it, folks. It's clear as day. Clear as day where the crowd here in Newport, Vermont stands as far as who they're behind here this match. The Spoiler, a rather dastardly individual. We've seen him plenty in places like Camp Leapfrog, High Tension Wrestling. Never showing an ounce of honor. Jobz now in control of that arm on the Spoiler. And I don't really know what the Spoiler would want in a position of favor from Sonny DeFarge. I mean, the biggest, hold on. Big scoop slam, but Jobz holds onto that arm. The biggest accomplishment that you can have in ETWA is holding that championship, and Sonny DeFarge has it, and he wants to just be, for lack of a better term, a lackey of the champion, unless he has ulterior motives. And with a guy like the Spoiler, that's definitely not out of the equation, as the Spoiler now in control of the wrist. Jobz rolling through. Back over and now turning it around. In control. Wrenching that arm. Trying to tear that shoulder right out of the socket. Turns it around now into a headlock. Another Spoiler flat on his belly. Face first on the canvas. Jobz in firm control. And Jobz coming to the aid of Mullet Man. Last time we saw him, I mean, I have no doubt that part of him likely wants to get a little bit of revenge against Sonny DeFarge, but another part likely wants to get that title around his waist eventually. I mean, if you're in ETWA, you're in the singles division. That's the goal, right? He's going to have a long way to go if he can't defeat the spoiler. Spoiler off the ropes, but Jobz back up quick, and spoiler right back down into a headlock position. Pointing to his head, insinuating that he is smarter than Jobz. Referee right there making sure to be in the perfect position to hear Jobz if he does indeed give up. But something tells me a guy like Jobz, guy who's here to get work done, is definitely not going to give up lightly. And now these two men exchanging headlocks. And that may not seem like much to some people, but I mean, back in the day, the old bruisers used to win matches with headlocks like that. Properly applied, those things can give you a cauliflower ear, can rip an ear off, really. Dislocated jaw, it's a dangerous hold if applied properly. And now stomping on the various ligaments and joints of that left leg. Clubbing blow across the back. Bridging the shoulder blades. And now working on that arm a little more. Then jaw-jacking with the crowd. Typical behavior from the spoiler. No surprise here. Just grinding the forearm into the side of Jobz' face. Jobz definitely having a hard time here. He needs to fight his way to those ropes or get away from the grasp of the spoiler. Ooh. Nasty shot right to the crown of the head. Goes for the cover. Had quite the grip on that leg hook. Still not enough, however. Jobz able to get their shoulders up. Spoiler now with something in mind. Lacing those knuckles together. Ascending the ropes. All the way to the top now. On the catwalk. Incredible balance by the spoiler. And coming crashing down on that already bruised shoulder of Jobz. Turns him over to a cover again. And you can see the tenacity behind those pins. He wants to be able to say, he wants to be able to go back to the Defarge camp and say, you see, Sonny, look at what I did for you. This is what I can do under your employment. Takes the glove off. Oh! Sounded nasty, but look at the face on Jobz. Look at the look on his face. And two of them, and Jobz is just angry. Asking for another one. The spoiler teeing off with everything he has, but Jobz coming right back at it. And chopping him directly out of the ring. Jobz needs to give chase, however. He's giving him a moment to recuperate out there. He must have heard me. Spoiler now sent unceremoniously back into the ring. Jobz out there celebrating, perhaps a little too early, however, needs to stay focused. Like I said, and landing very awkwardly. That did not look good. Came down on his hip and his elbow. Referee out there checking on him. You can never count the spoiler out. The unassuming visage is simply a mask. It's a complete facade. He is a very dangerous individual. And cunning and devious. And heartless. Look at this. Have to think of a few more adjectives for him next time I call his match. And sends in there now. A little bit of urgency now. Goes to the cover once again. And Jobz again able to kick out. Match continues. Still some fight left in Jobz. The spoiler still on the offensive, however, and plants him with that picture-perfect DDT. Head first right into the canvas. The spoiler slowly, very slowly over to Jobz. Not going for the cover this time. Has something else in mind. Now taunting him. And eating a forearm for his troubles. One would assume that he has learned a very valuable lesson about taunting Jobz. However, one would also doubt it. Up on the shoulders. Airplane spin. The room's getting wibbly wobbly. Oh, wait a minute. Holds on to him. Oh, dumps him on his head. That could be it. Pulls him over. The spoiler's out. There it is. The spoiler came here to try and win Sonny DeFarge's favor, but something tells me he's done exactly the opposite of that. I don't think Sonny DeFarge is going to even want to have him in his eyesight after this. He tried and failed to take out Jobz to deter him from his warpath towards Sonny DeFarge and quite possibly and probably that heavyweight championship. Jobz continues on, and we'll have to see what's next for the man who comes here simply to do work.